Hi everybody! Alright, I'm making this video. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to go with it, but it's about love, for starters. So I'm just going to pause here. I'm working with some energy that I want to share in the video. Do you want to receive love in your life? Do you want to receive love in your heart? Do you want to know what love feels like? There is a gift of warm love that I'm sharing with you. This entire video I'll be sharing love, but only if you choose to receive love from me will you be given this gift. If you don't want to receive love from me, then you don't have to. You can simply just say, I'm not interested right now, I just want to watch the video. If you are interested, then you should say, I would really like to feel a gift of love from Abbey's heart, from Abbey's higher self, from the spirit realm, from angels, from heaven, from the frequency of love. This world is waking up to love in new ways. How do you wake up to love in new ways? How do you comprehend a love that you have never experienced before? If you've never experienced it before, how would you ever be able to identify what it is if you felt it? If you felt a new kind of love, would you notice it? Would it be loud enough? Or would you shrug it off and say, I'm not really sure what that was, it felt kind of good, and then move on to the next thing without giving it a second thought? Sometimes we have moments where we see or experience love, but they're so quick that it would just be sort of like a silly giggle that lasts maybe a few seconds and then it disappears. We are waking up to new love, new energies of love, new ways of processing love, a new world of love. We really are. This morning, I woke up to a totally new energy that I've never felt before. I've noticed the last month very odd flickers of extreme joy, and it was so peculiar. I know what extreme joy is. I know what a thrill ride is. I know what love is. I know what these things feel like, but it was different. It was different. And I could only describe it as what felt like a dream of what good is. I know what good is. I felt good in my life, but I've never felt a good that was so rich. So the pigment of good was so enhanced. Like the pixels on the screen of what good is, what a joyful moment is, was multiplied by like a trillion. And in these flickering moments of like some seconds of odd bliss, and then it just sort of shakes off, and I wonder what that was. It's sort of like, the book The Giver, where the boy, they all see in black and white, right? But the boy suddenly sees something, and he can't understand what it was, because he wouldn't know what color is, right? So if he had a few seconds of a moment when he wasn't seeing black and white, when he saw one thing that was different, and it happened to be color, how would he have a clue what that was? How would he have a clue what that meant? How would he have a clue? So when you have a flickering moment when it just seems oddly better than you felt it before, And then you just sort of like, well, that was kind of a nice moment, but I don't really know what that means. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. This morning I woke up and I felt this soft energy. It was coming from my own soul. What felt like the softest down feathers, and lots and lots and lots of them, put into what would be an energy of love. A love that felt like soft down feathers, not love that feels like ignited passion, insatiable love, not love that feels like a really good day where everything just falls into place, not love that feels like really good time with a friend that you haven't seen in a long time. Not love that feels like a happy day out with your kids. Not love that feels like, whatever. There's so many different ways love can feel, right? This love was unusual. And it was growing and expanding out as though my body was sort of a numb thing. It wasn't my body that I was feeling, it was my soul on a level I'd never felt it before. People can say I've felt my soul before. Yeah, I know my soul, I felt my soul, but I am telling you this was different. This was very, very different. I have felt love so loud that I cowered before it even. I was embarrassed. I have felt love that makes me cry. I have felt that love that has made me feel ashamed. I have felt love that made me feel powerful. I have felt love that made me feel at peace. I have felt love that made me feel so many things, but I have never felt a spiritual love of this kind, and it was coming from my own soul. So in this soft energy, I just want to share it with you. If you would like to feel what it feels like, you may or may not feel it. Just allow yourself to know that this love is there with you, is surrounding you, is transforming you to feel love of new kinds. If our hearts have been broken and we aren't going to let love in, how are we ever going to feel love? If our hearts have not been broken, but our lives have been difficult, and we find ourselves sort of turning into numb robots in order to tolerate the repetitive, challenging experiences, how will we allow ourselves to let go of those energy blocks we put in place in order to protect ourselves from being hurt by love? Has love ever really hurt us? We're the ones that hurt ourselves. We're the ones that haven't learned how to be in acceptance with a world of chaos, with things that don't work out the way we hoped that they would, with a life that feels out of balance. Now we feel hurt by life itself. Now we push love away, right? We don't even realize that we do it, and we do it. I'm surrounding you in more of this soft energy. I've been channeling it into you. How do I channel energy into you? How do I share love with you from a distance? It's easy. All you have to do is care about another person. You don't have to know what they look like. You don't have to know what their name is. All you have to know is that they have a gift of their own energy, and it is worthy and deserving of love. And you feel the love in your heart, igniting the love in their soul, igniting the love in their own heart, igniting the love on all versions of dimensions of their own reality. And how many dimensions are we? Do we just live in a third dimension? Or do we live in all the dimensions? Perhaps our consciousness can only compute one dimension, but I don't think so. I think love is what helps us compute beyond this dimension. It's what enhances our senses and helps us experience beyond all of this. Love does that. Chaos can bring us into even darker worlds if we allow it. Chaos is afraid because if it can't make you afraid too, then what strength does it actually have? Chaos is only as strong as fear is strong in you. Do you see what I'm saying here? So if we can threaten other people to be afraid, now we can manifest a world where fear is the power. Now we believe that fear is our reality. But if we let go of being afraid, we let go of the blocks we put in front of our hearts to protect us from being hurt by love in a world of fear. If we can let go of all of that, now we can start to experience love in ways that go beyond our wildest dreams. Now we can be like the boy and the giver, where our black and white world suddenly has a flicker of a moment of a time when it felt different. It's looked different. Everything about it was different for just a moment, long enough to notice, and then it was gone, and you wonder if it will come back, or maybe it was just in your imagination, but it's real. It really is real. You gotta open your eyes and start taking notice of these flickering moments. We're not going through the same schematics anymore. Part of our world is still holding on and still believing in the old dreams of chaos as though that is balance. And part of our world is ready to let go of chaos while still feeling like we are living knee deep, neck deep, head deep in it all. But we aren't. It's just the threat. It's just the illusion of chaos trying to manipulate you, separate you from letting your heart run free from the zoo. Breaking out of the zoo and running the streets of New York like a crazy lion. Roaring on the top of buildings that are 500 stories tall. We don't know how you got there, but you did. Because you're a crazy lion. You're set free. Your heart is set free to sing and to love in its own unique way. And not to feel imprisoned by the chaos world, the illusion world, trying to make you believe it is like this when it's really a free moment, a free will experience to love. And taking this free will experience, this free will moment, and I'm choosing to share love with you, with the world today. You can do this too. All you have to do is simply care. That's all you have to do. I'm helping your heart to feel love of a new kind. I'm helping your senses to expand. I'm helping you to grow beyond the dimensions of your reality, to open the box that you've been living inside of, and now you are beyond it all. You are so far beyond it all that it seems silly that you ever put yourself in that box in the first place. I'm helping you to be taller than the mountains, higher than the clouds, and beyond all the stars. Your radiating light is seen from the heavens. More and more intense love energy filling you now, from my heart into yours. I'm helping you let go of old structures. I'm helping you to break out of your shell. Helping you to heal from the inside out. Not heal the outside by getting your hair dyed and fixing your aging face and buying some new dress or whatever. We try so hard to fix ourselves from the outside, we forget that you have to fix yourself from the inside. And now whatever is on the outside is really as beautiful as what is on the inside. we have to start healing from the inside out. Deeper, deeper still, the inside. Filling you with warmth and love and this soft energy to bring peace and happiness. You are a beautiful person and a beautiful soul. Be at peace with yourself and with the world. Choose to find yourself through the lens of love. Become that which you are, which is love, more than you have ever known it before. I'm going to stop here. Thank you for exploring this gift of love energy with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested in exploring an experience of this kind one-on-one with me, visit my website. I share psychic services there of all different kinds. And I would be delighted to share a gift of love with you in your life. My website is abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching, and I wish you a wonderful day.